let's take a look at a couple of the products. There's really only two products that Viva has. It has an internal referral system, which is called a Viva Pack. So I'm going to show you what a Viva Pack looks like. It is a aesthetic gift box that has both a referral card, which is much like a clear plastic Starbucks card, and it has a coin. Both are offers that you can hand to a patient. The simplicity is a patient is leaving, you hand it to them. You simply ask them, please give this to a family member or friend. And that family member or friend comes in. The card can be redeemed. You'll see on the back of the card. The card has a magnetic strip on the back of it that looks just like that. There's a swiper that comes with the program. You simply swipe it. A field opens up. It tells you who the patient is that came in, who referred them. And you now have the complete return on investment of the cards you passed out versus the cards that come in. The Viva Pack works because it's in an aesthetic box. So I'm going to ask you a question. What's the likelihood of you putting this down or throwing it away? Now, let's take a look at it again. That's what it looks like. Now, in lieu of this, you could have just a paper card or you could ask somebody. But what I can tell you is if you ask somebody and they come into your practice to refer a patient to you, or you give them a paper card, or even only a plastic card, not in a gift box, that patient for the first 3 to 5 days will go home and they're going to talk to their spouse, the people at work, or whoever about their dental experience. And after that 3 to 5 days, the amount of attention and talk about your practice goes almost to zero unless they happen to run into a person, a friend, a coworker that needs dental work that doesn't have a dentist. So 2 factors have to occur to get a referral. Number 1, the person they're talking to needs to have a dentist or doesn't already have a dentist. Number 2, he needs some work immediately, or he's thinking about going to a dentist. Now, if a patient in his life, in the next year, interfaces with so many people, let's say it's 50 or 60, the likelihood of him running into a patient that A, needs work, and B, also needs a dentist isn't that great. So how do you make it greater? So all the Viva Pack does is it becomes a mouthpiece or a mouth organ for your practice. Instead of forgetting about you, this will go home, it will sit on a table, or it'll go in a drawer that probably gets opened once a month or twice a month to find keys or trinkets or whatever it is you're looking for. And every time they see it, it's simply a reminder to talk about your practice. One could say, why a Viva Pack versus just a plastic card? Well, I can tell you why. We already did a plastic card, and the redemption rate on one in a Viva gift box is about 3 to 5 times greater. So it simply gives you more referrals. So this becomes a reminder constantly. We've seen these come in 6 months later, 8 months later, 9 months later, 12 months later, 14 months later, they're still coming in. So this is the internal program. How it works is incredibly simple. There's one point of distribution in your office, and that's at reception. The way it works is the reception simply hands this to a patient that's leaving and tells them, we'd love to have patients like you. Please give it to a family member or friend, coworker or neighbor. We'd love to have them in our practice. That person then comes in, they bring the card and or the coin, they can redeem it. You know how many people came in, and that's the simplicity. That person gets handed a Viva Pack, and so goes the circle. So that's product number 1. The second product is called a Viva Mailer. This is what a Viva Mailer looks like. Very high, very aesthetic. When you take a look at this card has 2 elements that make it work incredibly well. Number 1, the outside card is an offering to a patient of record to get them to come back to accept treatment. When you open up the envelope, or you open up the card, presentation card, you'll see a vellum insert. The vellum insert is a personal message from your office to the patient, and there's also inside a second card. Why the second card? The second card on the personalized message simply says, Dear Mrs. Jones, enclosed is a gift for you to assist you with your dental health. It's a gift card of $50 or whatever it happens to be. I've enclosed a second card that's also for a family member or friend to give them a free exam and x-ray to assist them with their dental health, whatever offer you want to put on the card. What you're doing with this system when you mail to your database, let's say it's 1,500 patients, you're using your 1,500 patients as a springboard to get those patients to pass your card out rather than waiting for all of them to come back to your practice. Very simple. So now you'll get existing patients of record back for treatment plan acceptance, and you get the existing patients referring a family member or friend to you. Again, the volume of distribution is proportionate to the response rate. So that's the entire system. We hit new patient acquisition, patient retention, patient reactivation, and treatment plan acceptance. They're all done with 2 different products of Viva.